Hey, this is Matt, and I wanted to hop on here and share with you that, if you've ever tried to go out there and make a change in your life, and maybe you did get success for a while and you were happy with the success that you got, but then somehow it crept its way back, like it didn't go well for you. This is something that you might want to think about a little bit to make a little bit of a change. And I'm not talking about physical change like what you go out and do in the world. I'm talking about how you think and feel. I related this to working out. It's in the beginning when I first started working out, I actually had that concept of if I work out too much, like I saw those guys that were on bodybuilder magazines, those really big ones, and they were frightening. I didn't want to be that big. I wanted to be more aesthetic and better, to me better, of just more real, not freak, but real. And so I had this concept of like, well, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to get too much muscle too fast. Well, a few years into my, travels into the lifting weights and making muscle space, I realized like I was never going to make muscle too fast, too much. And so what I did at that point is I started thinking in terms of like, I always want to be making as much muscle as I can without drugs, without performance enhancers. Most of us can't make muscle too fast. So the reason I'm relaying that to you is because I realized that my body wasn't going to do that, and I had to kick my thoughts toward making muscle on high. And that's what actually keeps the muscle that I have and makes the little bit of muscle that my body, will make throughout the year naturally as a 50-year-old. When we're out there in the world and we're doing what it is that we want to do, and things go well, we get the results that we want. What causes us to come back is usually something happens and we don't like the results that we got there. And we start pouring in on ourselves in the terms of lower energies, anger, frustration, maybe even hatred for ourselves. And the world does it too. The world has so much lower energy, as we call it, fear, frustration, anger, jealousy, whatever, that doubt, worry, it's all there. And because that is there, it's constantly flooding in. This is how we will have to flip that. It's like we say, you got to learn how to love yourself. And we go, well, I don't want to be too egotistical. I don't want to be too much into myself. That's not what loving yourself really is. Uh, You really want to pour in on loving yourself all the time. Just like the making muscle thing that I gave you. You're never going to learn how to love yourself too much. You're never going to overdo it if you're doing it from a healthy point of view. And the healthy point of view is that you're just happy being who you are. You're happy here having this experience. You're thankful for the unique thing that you are. You're the only expression of spirit that is the way that you are. And you're the only expression of spirit that ever was that way or ever will be that way. And we learn to appreciate ourselves for every little quirk, every strength, every weakness, and we practice loving ourselves from that point of view. And you want to take that like that muscle making thing, and you really want to make that priority. Like you want to go all in on loving you all the time and talking nice to you. Why do you want to do that? Because when you reach that point, this is a natural part of your health and fitness journey, growing your business, money, relationships. You're going to get results that you want, but when you hit that point that you don't get the results that you want, that's what you have to fall back on. Is you have that love for yourself, real authentic love for yourself that you're able to go, well, wait a minute, like this is not that big of a deal. This is just a little thing. I'm going to continue to talk positively to myself. I know I'm going to be back on track right away. And that's what actually causes success. Success is not just going upward all the time toward what you want. Success is going upward and then you get knocked down and then you get back up as fast as you can. And it's that love for yourself that's actually going to get you back up there. So I say go all in on loving yourself the same way as a person would look toward making muscle. You want to try to make as much muscle as you can. You're not going to overdo it more than likely, and you're never going to overdo it with that love that you've created for yourself. What that's actually going to do is it's going to get you out of those hard times so your success can just keep popping up and up and up.